How the type of screen time causes negative behaviors and relationships. So let's first talk about behaviors. The focus of this review of literature centers on the adolescent population and emerging behavioral patterns such as attention problems, distractibility, and impulsivity. However, it's important to also understand the origin of behaviors is not only in adolescence but in early childhood, which could lead to behavioral problems when developing into school age or adolescent individuals. S. Rising Hazenkram study concluded that parents of children with such behaviors would provide more inappropriate discipline or less positive parenting by either controlling or surrendering to their children's misbehaviors, which leads to behavioral problems at a later age, like in adolescence. Thomas's study describes screen time as a highly prevalent behavior and can be detrimental to adolescent health. As mentioned before, the rising prevalence of screen time might be increased by having access to a smartphone or tablet. Arundel's study defined screen time as a behavior but labeled it specifically as a sedentary behavior, which means that sedentary behaviors is crucial in understanding the health impact of screen time because adolescents spend the majority of their day participating in unintentional sedentary behaviors by sitting in school and watching TV, gaming, or social media use at home. Kanner's study highlights the behavior of aggression being associated with screen time. Again, it wasn't screen time itself being a huge factor, but the type of screen time used that was associated with aggressive behavior. So let's talk about relationships. Various mental health and behavior concerns constitute negative effects on developing healthy relationships at home, at school, and with others. Excessive use of the internet and computers negatively affects both the academic and personal development of adolescents. In the study of Thomas, he shares that the idea of screen time being a sedentary behavior. Prolonged sedentary behaviors may lead to social solitude and withdrawal from interpersonal relationships, which may be linked to increased feelings of social anxiety and depression. The parent-child relationship is an important factor that affects adolescent development and adaptation. The parent-child relationship problems caused by problematic mobile use of adolescents may further induce the occurrence of depression. Chen's study emphasizes that parents who have good relationships with their adolescent children will avoid dangerous behaviors online or internet addiction. Chen also describes adolescents' self-efficacy, self-esteem, and its association with internet addiction. The use of the internet or engaging in screen time is associated with the perception as a way of coping with the compensation of some deficiencies in low self-esteem adolescents. Adolescents who participate in increased screen time may have negative effects on their relationships with others, specifically with their peers, family, and themselves. These are 3 highly significant reasons adolescents resort to increased screen time as a form of escape if those relationships aren't strong or functional.